What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the NerdyMark channel. I am Sid the NerdyMark, and this is the NerdyMark News Show. Cue the intro. Welcome to the NerdyMark News Show, where I talk about a piece of news from wrestling, comics, gaming, and anime. So I decided to roll up my sleeves anyway because I wanted to look a little bit more presentable. The reason why I'm wearing a dress shirt is because, I actually just got off of like a Zoom call, and we had to look a little bit presentable. So I just wore this and whatnot, but it's not like I have like my own merch or anything anyway. And besides, news anchors, they are usually dressed up, and they even wear like a sports jacket and stuff. I'm not gonna do that, but I'll just do this. But listen, as far as like my own merch or something is concerned, if you would wear like my logo or something on your person, get me up to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and in 2022 I will open up a merch store. You can screenshot this clip if you want, but yes, by the end of this year, by December 31st 2021, if the NerdyMark channel is at 1,000 subscribers 2022, at some point I will open up a merch store. So it's been a while since I've done these, but I thought I would start every one of these news videos with a question of the week. So my question is very simple. Who do you think should, not will win, should win the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches, and which champions should they challenge? My personal picks for the men's Rumble match, I know he's already won it before, but I would love, just because of everything that's going on SmackDown, I really want Shinsuke Nakamura to win this year and actually challenge Roman Reigns, beat Roman, and become Universal Champion, even if it's only for a month. I don't care. I just need Nakamura to hold a top title in the WWE for a certain period of time. As far as the women's side is concerned, I would really like Bianca Belair to win the women's Royal Rumble match and challenge Sasha Banks. That is a match that I really want to see. That is Mania quality right there, and I think that would be great. But let me know your answers in the comment section below, and your response could be on next week's video. So, we mentioned the Royal Rumble. That can only mean one thing. We are on the road to WrestleMania. I'm really looking forward to WrestleMania this year to see how they kind of do it. But we do have the next 3 dates for WrestleMania announced. That is the WrestleMania for this year, next year, and the year after. So let me quickly read out the dates, the place where it's happening, and the city/state. So WrestleMania 37 is happening April 10th and 11th of this year. It's going to be in the Raymond James Stadium at Tampa, Florida. 2-night WrestleMania. What do they think they are? Wrestle Kingdom? WrestleMania 38 is going to be on April 3rd, 2022 at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. So literally my neck of the woods, which is awesome. And WrestleMania 39 will be on April 3rd, 2023 at the SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, California. Now, fun fact, they were actually going to do WrestleMania 39, the Los Angeles WrestleMania. It was going to be this year, but obviously, we're still in the midst of a pandemic, so they haven't done it yet. So I guess they're going to wait until this pandemic is for sure over with. But yeah, so I'm really excited about WrestleMania 38 because, like I said, it is in Texas where I live, and like I said, it's about 20 to 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes at the very most from where I live. So honestly, anyone in Texas, if you want to hang out if y'all want to chill during WrestleMania season, man, hit me up. I'm serious. I literally don't have any friends who like wrestling. Like, I really don't. And I want to go to my first WrestleMania, and I don't want to go alone. Let me know what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think? Also, do you guys think that there should be crowds at WrestleMania? I mean, I know we're still in the pandemic, but AEW has been, letting people come to Daly's Place at 50% capacity, and frankly, it makes the shows that much more watchable. Do you think because it's WrestleMania, they should have like an exception, perhaps? Maybe that should have been the question. It is what it is. But anyway, so yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But with that, let's move on to our next piece of news. Moving on to the crazy world of comics, we have on Disney Plus, Marvel Studios has dropped WandaVision. That's right, the first 2 episodes is a limited series that's going to be going on for 9 episodes up until March 5th of this year. They dropped the first 2 episodes on January 15th, and this is actually kicking off Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which I guess they can rebrand it as the Marvel Extended Universe now. So honestly, the reviews so far that I've seen have been pretty divisive and pretty mixed. Some people really liked it. Some people honestly just don't really get the whole kind of 50s, 60s vibe. Me personally, I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes. I thought they were very entertaining, and with everything going on in the episode, I don't want to spoil it in case any of you haven't seen it. With everything going on in that episode, and a subtle hint of things to come, I'm very intrigued, and I can't wait for the next episodes to finally drop. I think it's very cool to see Scarlet Witch and Vision in this interesting world of all these different sitcoms. The first 2 episodes heavily were inspired by I Love Lucy and Bewitched respectively. Throw in a little bit of I Dream of Jeannie in there for good measure, I guess. I personally really enjoyed the tone they're going with the Marvel's shows. This is a way for us to really know another kind of dynamic for both of these characters, because frankly, Wanda and Vision are both pretty one-dimensional characters in the Marvel movies. They get to explore their comedy chops a little bit, which actually has me intrigued. I really am enjoying it so far. I know it's only been 2 episodes, but I'm still waiting for the next episodes. I guess since they dropped 2 episodes, I guess we're going to have to wait another 2 weeks for the next 2 episodes to drop. I guess they're doing 2 episodes. That's going to be the frequency as to how they drop it. So that's pretty interesting. And again, like I said, up until March 5th, there's going to be 9 episodes. So I do want to do a review of season 1, but I'm going to wait until all the episodes have been dropped and everyone has had a decent amount of time to watch it. So look out for a review of WandaVision, probably dropping mid to late March at some point. So I will be doing that. What do you guys think? Have you guys seen WandaVision? Have you guys seen the first 2 episodes? If so, let me know your spoiler-free thoughts in the comments below. So in the world of gaming, I think the biggest game that's been talked about over the recent past is Cyberpunk 2077. Now, apparently the PC version of the game got pretty good reviews. However, the console games have been not having the same success as the PC version. Players have been experiencing numerous amounts of glitches throughout the game and, a lot of bugs. And so obviously they are very mad at the developers. So earlier this week, we did have the co-founder of CD Projekt Red issue a video statement, which I will link in the description below. Matter of fact, all these links I'll have in the description below. He basically talked about how, first of all, he did apologize for the underwhelming quality of the game, at least the console version, of course. He's also provided an update and roadmap as to all the different hotfixes and free DLC coming out, and overall, how they're going to make the game better. So that's pretty cool. I think, obviously, I think they are genuinely being apologetic. I mean, he seemed pretty genuine about it. So like I said, I'll link that video in the description. Apparently from another article that I read, one of the developers said that this game was supposed to be ready by 2022. So 2 years before it was supposed to be ready, they released the game. And it's funny because, obviously this game has been in development for a very long time. I think the first time I ever saw anything about it was 2012, 2013. I was in college when I first heard about this game. E3 2018, we got a trailer for Cyberpunk 2077. Everyone was excited. We got the first 47 minutes of the game. Everything was looking really good and people were just clamoring for the game. So it feels it almost literally just felt oh my god, everybody wants this game, let's just put it out. Honestly, I think they at this point, yes, the customer's always right, all that stuff, that makes sense. But this is one of the times when I feel that the developers should not have listened to the fans and said, look, we want to develop a good product, and so please be patient. But instead they said, okay, we need to give the people what they want. So okay, they want the game, here you go. And here's the thing, they could have learned something from Kingdom Hearts 3, I use this goofy pop figure because this is the Monsters Inc. world, like KH3. You know, I mentioned that was a fantastic game. I really enjoyed it. That game was announced 2013, and that didn't come out until 6 years later. And the thing is, that game was really good. Obviously, I played it on PS4, but I heard the Xbox version was good, and I'm guessing the Switch version was really good too. No matter how much fans were clamoring for the game, they said, okay, no, we have to finish this game and give it a good product. So it was completely worth the wait. Metroid Prime 4 right now they basically restarted development. They're starting from scratch to give us a better experience. I feel CD Projekt Red, I think that was a very immature decision on their part to release pretty much an incomplete game. So, I mean, now obviously they're, feeling the repercussions of their actions. I do hope that they, take the feedback into account and give us a better experience. Frankly, I was really looking forward to this game, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't order it or pre-order it or anything. And it makes me really sad to say that because I wanted this game to be good. Unfortunately, they pretty much put out, like I said, an incomplete product. So CD Projekt Red, next time, just do your due diligence. That's all I can say. And but yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think. Have you watched this statement? If not, like I said, the link's in the description below. But let me know what you guys think about all this. And yeah, let's just move on. And finally, in anime news, we do have Netflix finally putting out a whole list of anime that is coming out. I'm going to kind of read through all the different anime that is coming that I have found on the website whatsonnetflix.com. I'll put it all in the description below so you can kind of read for yourselves what the whole anime is about. But I'm going to give you guys a general idea. But we do have an anime coming out called Eden Season 1, which is about basically a land inhabited by robots, basically this world inhabited by robots, but they do find a human child, two robots do, so that should be pretty interesting. We do have a Resident Evil anime, Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, and from the artwork I can see that it seems to be more of a 3D kind of a show, so that's interesting, and it is taking place within the same canon timeline as the video games. So Resident Evil fans, that's something for you. Seven Deadly Sins is getting a 5th season, which could also be the final season since the manga is also coming to a close. So I actually never watched Seven Deadly Sins. My sister did, so I might have to get on it. This one I'm really looking forward to, Baki Hanma, which is apparently also going to be called Baki Son of Ogre. So, and wherein Baki will finally face off against his father Yujiro. We'll see what that confrontation holds. Season 2 of Be the Beginning, which is basically a murder mystery taking place in the future, looking for a serial killer named Killer B. So that's pretty cool. I do need to watch season 1 because this kind of looks interesting. Pacific Rim: The Black. Now this is taking place a little bit after the movie Pacific Rim Uprising. And it is, after the kaiju have been defeated, but they come back, and now they have to use the Jaeger, which is the machine they use to fight these kaiju to take them down. Kind of feels like have a Gundam or a Evangelion Neon Genesis vibe to it. Not gonna lie, I was watching a little bit of Evangelion Neon Genesis. It's interesting, but it's kind of slow for me, so I'm sorry to any Evangelion fans out there. Speaking of kaiju, Godzilla Singular Point. Some of the artists who did it are from Studio Ghibli, as well as some of the people who worked on Blue Exorcist. So that could be something for you. We have Trese, 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 Season 1, which is a Filipino horror crime show. So that should be interesting. I guess it's taking place in Manila. I wonder if this is going to be in Japanese or Tagalog. We do have something called Spriggan. It's a Season 1. Apparently, this is a very popular 80s manga, which did get an anime adaptation in 98 and a PlayStation video game in 99. And finally, we're getting a reboot or a retelling, I guess, of sorts of this anime. Now, this actually looks interesting because it's about ancient civilizations, evil corporations, all that cool stuff. So I'm guessing a lot of action, a little bit of a mystery, not a murder mystery, but a little bit of mystery, a little bit of discovering ancient civilizations. So, seems like a good time. The Way of the House Husband is about a Yakuza boss who retires from being a gangster to look after his wife. So that's interesting. It looks like a comedic thing. I saw something similar called Great Teacher Onizuka. So, I'm getting those kind of vibes from this. Thus Spoke Kishibe Rohan is a 4-part OVA spin-off of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So JoJo fans rejoice. High-Rise Invasion. Now this one looks really interesting because it is about a high school girl who is in a world with a bunch of skyscrapers, and on every skyscraper there is someone with a weird looking mask trying to kill her. So that actually is kind of interesting. It's kind of gruesome, but it's really cool. I kind of like stuff like that. But Rilakuma's Theme Park Adventure, it's a stop motion anime who has a cute little teddy bear, but they go to an amusement park after dark and all kinds of creepy shit happens. I'm getting some Firefly Funhouse vibes from this. Yowie wowie. I wouldn't be surprised if Bray Wyatt and the Fiend make an appearance in this show. Thurme Rome Nove, which is a comedy adventure about a time-traveling Roman architect. So that should be interesting if you guys are into that. Yasuke Season 1, it's got samurais in it. That's all you really need to know. Vampire in the Garden is actually about a show when humans and vampires used to live in harmony, and now a vampire queen and a young girl are going to look for said utopia, I guess. And finally, we have Season 2 of Ultraman. Now, I'm not going to lie, I have watched a little bit of the original live-action Ultraman, which was in Japanese, but they dubbed it in English. Didn't really care for it, but I might give this one a chance. We'll see. But definitely looking forward to High-Rise Invasion as well as Baki Hanma. And of course, Disney Plus also is getting Star Wars Visions, which is 10 separate stories in the Star Wars universe created by 10 separate anime artists. So that should be really exciting. So that pretty much concludes the first edition of the NerdyMark News Show. What did you think about everything we talked about this week? Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, subscribing, sharing, clicking that bell. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, link in the description below as well. But with that, this is Sid signing off, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.